And that way now our 11,000 are women groups.
So in a month, we can train 100 women in one location.
It's one of the oldest.
Some of the solutions so if the battery comes back to us, we'll easily open it and test which of these cells is malfunctioning. We're explaining the simple technology. So we're able to now pull out the one that is what is used for testing the cells. So with each of these, so this is how they do it. And then, yes.
Thank you for the peace that we enjoy. Thank you for the leadership of Her Excellency, Mama Racheal Ruto.
Here, thank you, our host, Computer for Schools Kenya, for this great partnership. I think the work with the women here, hawatakuwa na analog, watakuwa digital. And they are ready to learn. They are looking forward to see the truck come wherever they are. Karibu sana Bwana Mbithi.
Your Excellency, PS, friends from Office of the First Lady, friends from Mama Doing Good.
Tumpigie makofi. Asante Bwana Njiro kutukaribisha hapa. Tunasikia tukiwa nyumbani sasa. At this point, I want to call the CEO for
kunisaidia kumkaribisha Her Excellency. Asante. Yangu ni hayo kwa sasa. Honored to have you here today to celebrate with us in Njiru. I know now that you are here, you are bringing development in this area.
Economic empowerment. My sister here has actually talked about over almost is a vehicle of running the programs within the Office of the First Lady.
50,000 women and 11,000 groups is not a small feat. Keep the good work.
Launch this serious milestone that we are actually going through as Mama Doing Good and Computer for Schools Kenya. The chair of Computer for Schools Kenya, the CEO of the same institution.
Areas that you are working on to make sure that we grow our women holistically. And that is how now Women Doing Good organization has come up. And
our launch today is significant as it is aligned with the 2023 International Women's Day theme, which is Digital Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality. When I actually relooked at this theme of the International Women's Day, which is really happening in New York, the Commission on the Status of Women, I was very excited because of the word digital. We may look at it as digital, but actually it is digital, just to say that all of us need to go digital. And these tracks that Computer for Schools are going to be giving to the counties. We hear that, of course, you've heard there is one already in Kakuma, there is one in Busia. That is just a drop in the ocean. The desire they have is to make sure that we have these digitracks across the 47 counties of our great republic. And that is bringing service to the women. It is actually a bottom-up approach. So for that, we are very grateful because of that. You know, digital literacy is very important because even as women, when you are doing your business, you need to go digital in everything that you're doing. And I'm so excited this morning because the initiative that we have started this morning with Computer for Schools Kenya has just begun with 200 women, but from 20 zones. But going forward, Computer for Schools, together with the partnership of Mama Doing Good, is going to be training 500 women in the county of Nairobi. Thank you so much for Computer for Schools and we Kenya. This issue of waste indeed is a problem. And you know, we don't know sometimes. And kuna msemo wa Kiswahili ambao Waswahili wanasema tembea uone mengi. And you know, sometimes you look at your computer and you look at your phone. And as a layman like me, you may not know the components that are in that gadget. I'm actually surprised because I was asking the chair and Boniface to tell us some of the components that are in some of these things, you know, computers, you know, and phones. And one of the things that they've said is that you can even find gold and silver. And they are calling it urban mining. We are used to the normal mining where we go to the ground and mine things. And I've just seen the way they are able, you know, to remove the different components and be able to separate. And some of them have taken back for different uses. ICT Principal Secretary this morning has told us how the government is going digital with all her services. The president, you've heard him talk that about 6,000 government services are going to be done in a digital way. And you have seen even how the Hustler Fund has been disbursed. And I like what the president has said, that in the Kenya of tomorrow, you don't need to know anybody. Because we know that many times we are always asked, like, who do you know for your services to be done? Hata mtu ukitaka kufanya kitu, mama ukitaka kufanya kitu, unasema sasa mimi najua nani. You have to know somebody in immigration to get a passport. You have to know somebody to get a job. You have to know. I can assure you that the Kenya of tomorrow is a Kenya, as the president has told us, where you'll only have 3 people in that committee. That is yourself, your phone, and technology. Why can't we clap for our president? When we look at the statistics, even of the use of the mobile phones, we know that even with mobile money, just 25% has been used before, but because of that, it has moved to 80% in less than 2 decades. Look at what mobile money has done today, what M-Pesa has done. In fact, we really want to thank God for the technology that was born in this great country of Kenya, that today you cannot talk about mobile money without talking about Safaricom and without talking about Kenya. And I want to encourage everybody to continue embracing that work of mobile money, because it is the one that is going to help us even when we talk about e-commerce and the things that we do in business as women. I was talking to women sometimes back, the joyful women, especially the ones that come from up country. And you know, sometimes when we want to go digital, you ask even for their numbers, and their numbers are registered under the names of their spouses, especially the husband or the children. And sometimes you're not able even to get to the woman, because when you are trying to transact with them, even on M-Pesa, you're not even sure whether that will really get to them. But I know things are changing. And I want to encourage us women that even live in the cities, that we can also encourage the women that live in the rural areas, because I know each one of us live in a city, but we also come from a rural area. May you be ambassadors for the women that live in the rural areas, in the villages, and in the counties where you come from. Just allow me in a special way this morning to appreciate the chairman, Dr. Musili, for being the brainchild behind the West Electrical and Electronic Equipment Center, that is the WEEC Center, which is helping deal with the e-waste menace in Kenya and the region through awareness, creation, recycling, and safe disposal of electrical and electronic waste. I'm told this is one of the largest e-waste management facility in Africa. Congratulations, Dr. Musili, and to you and your team for really initiating this that is helping the people of this great nation. And at Joyful Women Organization, we have become very, very deliberate to make sure that even the table banking services that we do are going to go digital. And I want to encourage you women that when that comes to your table, I want to encourage us to embrace the digitization, because it's going to help us. And knowing that at Joyful Women Organization is not just the table banking, but like I mentioned, it is also with the e-commerce, because we want to see women trade online. We want to see a woman in Mombasa trade with a woman in Kisumu. A woman in Kisumu selling her fish to a woman in Nairobi. And it can be so easy because you can just get your money online and things can be very good.